Hey, Tyron, we talked to Duke Rufus, and he said the first fight you were just really hitting your stride when you're working on details of trying to deal with Stephen Thompson. Now you've got to expand things even more during this training camp. Are we going to see some things that you didn't get to show in the first fight and the second fight?
I think you can see a 2.0 version of myself. I feel good. I'm relaxed. I'm calm, as you guys can see, and that's the calmness that you have when you prepare. You turn every stone over. I left no doubt. My condition is to the point where I don't have to think. Should I explode on this takedown now? Should I ground and pound, or should I wait till them bring up? I don't have to think about those things. I can go out there. I can fight freely. I can do what I want because my coaches have prepared me. My training partners have given me an amazing look, and I push myself to the limit because I want to leave no doubt. I really want to close this chapter, and I want to move on to becoming the greatest welterweight of all time. And it only takes me to go out there and just beat guys like this over and over again. And when I hang it up, I'll be that guy.
One of the scariest things about Stephen Thompson is you never know what he's going to throw at you. But you've been in there with him for 25 minutes. Do you think that's a big advantage, knowing that you've faced him, you went 25 minutes with him, and you survived, not only survived, but you felt you won the fight?
There's only one thing that scares me about an opponent. If you got one-punch KO power, you got the ability to either take me down or not take me down. Yes, he has a great and very creative way of striking, but I can't imagine his coaches have prepared him to take me down, to clinch me against the cage, to get in close quarters with me and bang it out. I 100% guarantee if they did that, they set him up for failure. So he does have creativity, but that's one realm of the entire sport of mixed martial arts. If you look at all other categories, explosiveness, the ability to close a gap, power, wrestling, clinch work, grit, all those things are going to favor to my side. And even in the last bout, the creative striker was outstruck by the quote-unquote wrestler. So I respect him, but it's only one champion, and you're looking at him.
Is it important to have techniques and tools tucked in your back pocket to use in a scenario where people may have never seen them before?
I got a feeling that you're trying to get me to give you some info that I'm not. It's always good to have some technique in reserve. If I just wrestled everyone, they would know what to plan for. If I try to knock everybody out, with a vicious right hand, then they would know what to plan for. I think the ability to have so many different wrinkles in your arsenal allows you to go out there and make choices on the spot. His sport. He might lift his leg up, and in his mind, he doesn't know where he's going to land at until he sees the opportunity. That's very dangerous to fight. That's what I've been preparing for because, a point fighter, they chamber that leg, you show them where they're going to land it. And for me, knowing that, acknowledging that, putting myself and submerging myself in that type of background is going to give me the confidence that I need to walk forward, put them on the ground, and finish this thing once and for all.
I would imagine part of that confidence, if you look at your resume and you look at the names that you've faced time and time again in mixed martial arts, really only the cream of the crop. So that would elevate your confidence to a different level.
It's funny you say that because a lot of people don't look at my resume. They don't see who I fought, and they never really make mention. Everybody who I fought and defeated, those guys have huge names, and those guys are, marquee fighters. You think of Paul Daly, you think of, guys like Dong Young Kim, you think of Carlos Condit, you think of Robbie Lawler. You really don't even think of me in that light. I think that the fan and the media really don't know what to do with me yet because I'm a different breed of a fighter. So with that said, I bank on that experience of never underestimating my opponent, overly preparing for these guys, breaking down film, repetition, and I never just train with anybody. If you can't mimic and if you don't portray the style of my opponent, you will not be in training camp with me. And I've done that since day one, and I think that's why in such a fast period of time I've been able to become a world champion, and I don't plan on giving my belt up anytime soon.
Best of luck.